listening to Chris Talks Cars on CarTune Channel. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Chris Talks Cars. My name is Chris Goodin, and I am sitting here in sunny Southern California with the man, the myth, the legend, the other half of CarTune Channel, the mini mariachi himself, Manny Suarez.
What it is?
I decided to come out here for the weekend, see kind of what the projects he's been working on, and get him on the podcast, as he's, half the deal here. Manny, in the next couple of weeks, is going to be doing a mixed martial arts podcast. He's a big fan. Him and his family are all huge fight fans. They're kind of who got me into UFC when I was staying with them when I got out of the Navy for a little bit. Every weekend it was fight night or fight pass prelims, or it was all the martial arts all the time. So that'll be coming. Look for that. But today we're here to talk about car stuff. And we just finished burning some 2x6s for the deck of the motorcycle trailer he's building.
2x10s. I know he's not very good at understanding length because...
I have such a small reference to work with. Anything beyond 2-3 inches, I'm lost.
That's why he doesn't know how big it is.
Yeah. So
but they're big ass pieces of wood.
Yeah, what did I say? 2x6.
They're 2x10s.
2x10s, my bad. Yeah, that 4 inches is more than anything I've ever worked with. But the trailer was pretty garbage when you guys got it, and you did some welding and grinding and painting and.
Oh yeah, it's a come up though. I mean, the trailer was 3/4 put together. It was missing the back half of the frame, and all the extra supports were broken off, and yeah, it was a lot of work just getting it to where it's usable. So
Mike Finnegan would be proud of the high-level welding and fabrication that's been done on this thing. We'll send him pictures.
I don't know about that. I mean, the welds, they look...
High level.
They're functional. They don't look pretty, but they're functional.
Yeah. Everybody's a welder with a grinder.
Yeah.
That's what they say. And Manny is so true to that. He has a grinder account and an angle grinder. So he's really making sure all his bases are covered.
I get it. So Chris can use it. He's afraid to put it on his own credit card. So
yeah, well, what was I going to say? The weed has overcome me. Tell us about your truck. I haven't told anybody about the Ford pickup you've restored, a little bit about what you've done and what you're going to do with it.
Oh, okay. It's a 1970 Ford F100. I got it. It's all pretty much bone stock when I got it. And what have I done? First thing I did is I had the carb rebuilt so I could actually drive it more reliably.
Yeah, they're really big fans of fuel, these old trucks. Yeah. If they don't have it, they're really upset.
It was a real pain in the ass. So rebuilt the carb, and then what do we do next?
What engine's in it?
It's a 302 V8.
Okay. Hi, Dad.
What it is?
Hardly working.
Not at all. Taking a break.
302 automatic
V8.
Trans?
Yeah, automatic. It's pretty basic.
Yeah. It's he went two-tone with it. A nice it's not mint green, but it's close.
Yeah, it's kind of a greenish cream, and
yeah.
I wouldn't say
real nice.
Green. It's
real
more
classic.
Like a bluish green. Yeah. And then lowered it, put a 4-inch drop in the rear.
Yeah, I mean, it's lowered, but it's not like
it's
slammed.
not like, no, it's not slammed, but it was also
took that weird rake out of it from the 70s.
Yeah, lowered it a little bit, cut out a few coils.
It's more of a level kit, I'd say.
Yeah, I would say that.
It's real nice. We'll post some pictures of it.
Oh, I put some cherry bombs in it, did a new exhaust system, so it sounds real dope.
Nice.
I remember doing that.
Yeah, I'd love to get my dad's 72. He's got a 72 F100 Ranger I guess it's my grandma's now since he passed. Yeah, it's got a built 351 Windsor in it, and it's the truck I grew up in, and it's really the first vehicle that I was around that my dad was working on that kind of got my interest sparked in cars and stuff. But it's been sitting in my grandma's in Oregon for decades, so it needs like a full frame off. It's probably
rusted to
50,
shit.
60 grand of restoration.
Yeah.
I mean, to do it right, I could roadkill it and go up there and throw a gas can in the front end and
and just make it back, and
just
that's about
force it by sheer power of will. But if I did anything to it, I want it to be done right. I would like to clear coat the patina because it's candy apple red and it's sun faded, and it looks.
That's kind of the thing now, right? It's to kind of just
like
clear coat the kind of rusty patina look.
Yeah,
I don't know why it's never been my thing. I know that's real popular right now, but it's a
fine line between just a piece of garbage that you clear coated and something that's like, it's very subjective too, like one person's taste to another. So
yeah, it's definitely not my taste. I'd rather have it restored, painted, even like a color that's from the 70s, that like not like all the metallic shit in it that they would do now, but some kind of
like a era correct paint.
Yeah,
I can respect that.
But like the patina rust shit, I understand what you're doing. You're showing off that it's got some.
Like I said, it's like chrome. It's a fine line. Too little, and it's not really noticeable. It's very forgettable. Too much, and it's rememberable for the wrong reasons.
100%. Yeah.
But if you get it right, it's like black pickups with chrome. If you can get just the right amount, I mean, that's like the old man special, but I've always been an old man at heart. But what else? What else car stuff? LS Fest is coming up in June in Vegas, which it's normally earlier in the year, but it is going to be hot as balls in June out at the dragway.
It's going to be like over 100 out there, right?
Oh, easily. Jesus. And the tarmac will be hotter than that, but it's worth it. It's so much fun every year. It's the LS Fest West. If you haven't heard of it,
I've heard it's pretty dope. I've never been.
Two of them. There's LS Fest East, which is in one of the Carolinas. No, it's in Kentucky. No, that's Ford Fest. Ford Fest is in Kentucky, which I want to go to because I'm a Ford fan. LS Fest East is somewhere back east. Nobody cares. LS Fest West, though, is at Las Vegas Motor Speedway at the drag strip, and it's drag races, drifting. Excuse me, off-road trucks. I mean, any platform that you can stuff an LS into, except a boat, probably, it's out at LS Fest.
I mean, you could stuff an LS into just about anything.
No, you can. I'm just saying at LS Fest, they don't have a water.
Oh, okay.
There's no like man-made lake to come rip around in, though. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I wasn't saying you can't put LS in a boat. I'm just saying you can't bring a boat.
People put LSs into goofy things too, though.
No, I mean
they'll put it in a Mazda Miata. Like,
there's LS Swap the World. I mean, that's a real movement. So I'm gonna grab a bottle of water because I was just using a giant propane blowtorch to.
Hey, grab me a beer, yeah?
Huh?
Grab me a beer. Yeah.
All right. Did you get me one earlier?
I did. I don't know what you did with it.
Okay, yeah. I was wondering why I was thirsty. All right.
Yeah, that torch is super hot. I got to rehydrate.
Yeah, it was. It's like the big ones they use out of the drag strip. We were charring the boards for the deck of Manny's trailer.
That's going to be a cool thing.
It is. I like it.
I think instead of just plain wood boards on the trailer, it gives it a little bit extra.
Manny's a connoisseur of wood in all its forms. So.
I just want this trailer to be different than I'm building.
Yeah, it for sure will.
Everybody else, ever since I started with this trailer, just trying to get it to where it's usable. I see trailers down the street all the time, right? Just like when you get a new car and you start seeing that car everywhere, always. Like that's what's going on with this trailer. And
yeah,
every trailer is either black or white, and we kind of went with I think it's like a Dodge Destroyer gray is what they call it.
I like it. It's a flat gray, but not a matte gray, which is an important distinction people don't make. I'm a big fan of the flat colors. Dodge has been killing it the last like 4 or 5 years with their flat gray. Audi with the Nardo gray. Oh my God, the Nardo gray and black R8 is real nice. It's
especially when you have some cool accents to it. As long as you don't have that goofy ass fucking yellow on the front that all the Dodge people always keep on for some reason.
I don't understand it. I really don't. It's my buddy
supposed to be there.
My buddy Paul did it, and I called him on it because I'm his friend, and I didn't want to drive around looking like that. And he told me to go fuck myself. So that's fair. That's his. But he did take it off.
Opinion, but he
took
wrong.
It off.
Okay.
Yeah, it's wrong. He's allowed to have it, but it's wrong.
It's wrong.
No, luckily he took it off before his kid was born, because I'd hate for his kid to think his dad was one of those people.
That he's one of those jackasses.
He does have a dope. I think it's a RT Charger though, which is, if you're going to be a dad, like, that's a good dad car. So it's faster. It's faster than the Dodge or than the Ram. That's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's dope.
Yeah. What else is going on? Nate, who we'll have on another episode probably in a week or two, he's got a real nice. What year is it? The Mustang?
The Mustang, I think, was a 92.
92, 100,000 original miles. Green with the khaki interior and rag top.
Yeah.
Comes with big sunglasses to block all the haters.
All the hater blockers.
Yep. It's a good car though. It's a GT50 with a manual, so definitely.
That's a badass car. I don't know why people hate on Mustangs so much.
Well, Mustang drivers. It's a lot of Mustang drivers. Like,
that's like with all drivers.
It's the Honda. People hate Hondas. I hated Hondas for so long because of the dipshits that drive them.
But dipshits drive everything.
Not in the same number. Like the Honda scene and the Volkswagen, like the stance scene. Okay, that's a very specific movement. That I hate to be the car guy that talks shit on other people enjoying cars, but man, you'll make it real easy. Just real easy. But I forget where I was going with that rant.
Something about Nate's Mustang.
Oh, yeah, that's why people hate on Mustangs, is because goofy people want to clutch slip it out of the parking lot of Cars and Coffee, and then they take out a group of pedestrians. That's why.
Well, those pedestrians obviously shouldn't have been in the way of the Mustang.
I mean, it's an argument to be made, but yeah. I wouldn't mind getting a new Mustang, like the 2020s with
those things look so badass.
Now I'm a real big fan. I wasn't a fan of any Mustangs until they finally switched to IRS and like could go around corners. I mean, to be fair, I'm not the hugest, most diehard car guy to begin with.
Yeah. And
when American Muscle was just so, I don't know, it's just not what I was into at the time, so I didn't really like them. But man, this new GT350, before I quit my job and decided to tempt fate by following my passion, I was real close to ordering a GT350 from the factory in the Kona blue with the stripe delete. And that was just going to be the car I drove till I died.
They're so cool, dude.
They're real badass.
They're so badass. But Mustangs aren't really my favorite either, though.
What's your sports car?
On the newer ones?
Just in general.
Well, I mean, I guess I kind of have like eras though of shit. I'd like to have a classic Mustang.
Right.
But
70s Mustangs were ugly.
Yeah,
like a 71 Mach 1.
Those are the worst.
The worst.
No, the
Dodges and Chevys look good in that era though.
They kind of look cool in that era, but
yeah,
the 60s are kind of where it's at for that shit. But like now, I don't know. To be honest,
New cars, it's hard. I mean, it is awesome because
I'd like to get in one of those new Corvettes.
Oh, the C8. Yeah. It's insane. The new GT 500 with the track pack and all the carbon fiber bells and whistles is like barely faster than a bone stock C8. And that's the entry level C8. By the time they get around to a Z06 and a ZR1, it's going to be insane. I'm pretty excited though. The rumors I've heard, and I haven't substantiated these with any research because
who does that?
That's just how we roll here. They're talking flat plane crank like the Shelby, which is the high revving. I forget. It's something to do with the way the connecting rods, the angle they connect to the crankshaft at. That's what makes it a flat plane crank versus cross plane crank, all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. Anyway, twin turbo flat plane crank V8 from the Z06. That's the rumor I heard. And that was a while back. So there's probably been more since then. Don't fact check me. But yeah, that would be so dope.
That would make my dick so hard.
I mean, yeah, 100%. They haven't been.
I don't know if I'd want one yet until it actually comes out and just see what it does, but I'd like to get in one and see what it does.
Yeah, I've sat in a few of them. They're real comfortable. I still don't like the interior, that weird sweeping arm that goes down that all your buttons are on. That's kind of weird, but I mean, I'm really splitting hairs finding some to not like.
I know, right?
Yeah, they're real nice.
Like, oh, I don't like the stitching of it. You know what? Hey, don't be that asshole.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting supercar performance for $60,000. And
can you really complain about that?
Huge props to the GM dealers that are like
for keeping it like that.
Yeah,
exactly.
For not price gouging. God. I will say when the Shelbys first came out, it was pretty shitty that they were like $80,000 to $100,000 on Auto Trader. Like, come on. I mean, I guess it's people making a buck, whatever. I can't be mad at that just because I don't have the means to do it, but that's pretty shitty. Like,
yeah. I mean, was there really that much research that they put into it to make?
It was supply and demand. I mean, there hadn't been a GT 500 in years, and this is a legit badass sports car. So, I mean, they just couldn't keep them on the shelves. But that would be an engine I'd love to get swapped into something. I don't know how well it'd do in like a truck or anything that wasn't like a circuit racetrack car because it's just so high revving, or a drag strip. But they say if you want to launch it, I guess that crankshaft factory is pretty brittle. So because I was looking at putting a P1 SC Pro Charger came out with a kit that you didn't have to cut anything. It just mounted up right inside the factory bumper and everything, a Pro Charger kit with an intercooler that was made to go in
without that would just bolt on?
Yeah, to not make any marks. That way, if you want to sell it, you could pull it all off and you don't have to cut holes in your like in your bumper to route intercooler piping and all that. It's like they say a average mechanic could do it in a weekend, like a do-it-yourself kind of guy.
Do you think you're an average mechanic, though?
I watched the video of it being done, and I'd still want somebody there to watch me, but there's no plumbing, there's nothing. It's a self-contained. You don't have to tap into your oil pan. You don't have to do anything. But yeah, they're saying that it's fine if you want to do like 60 rolls or whatever, but if you're going to launch it, you need to get a cast crankshaft. Or a billet crankshaft, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, stronger crank. Yeah. But that was my first plan, and then I was going to do the Z06 instead because it was like $65 to order a Shelby from the factory, and I could get a few-year-old C7 Z06 for about the same price. Now, it's hard to weigh out because I wanted the Shelby for sentimental reasons because my dad was a big Mustang guy and it would be cool to have kind of in memory of him. But then the Z06 is already supercharged. You do E85, a pulley, a tune, a cam, and you're way more potential out of the box than the Shelby, which
is cool.
It's not a fair comparison really because a Z06 is probably not, it's obviously in a different category than a Shelby, I would think.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. There's something about the Mustangs that just kind of...
For sure. I mean...
It looks like it's
real badass. I'm a big fan.
American muscle, right? Like,
yeah.
The Corvettes are cool, but I've never really been a huge fan of their body style either. Like, it's kind of...
C5 is probably still my favorite generation. C5s look nice.
Which ones are those ones?
I'll show you real quick. That was the first generation. They had the Z06, I believe. Let me make sure that's the Corvette I'm thinking of. Come on, Google. Slow as shit, man. This damn COVID. Everyone's trying to jerk off all day, clogging up the internet.
I don't think that's how it works, but
it's definitely how it works.
Okay. I mean, I'll try to stop then. I'll slow down. Maybe
we both know that's not going to happen.
Well,
don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. We're friends.
All right, I won't stop then.
Yeah.
I'll slow down then. Maybe it'll speed up the internet.
Maybe. Seriously though, look up C5 Corvette. I don't know why. I don't have any service at all right now.
All right, let's see. So the C5 Corvette. I don't remember which one that one is.
Yeah, it might be C6 I'm thinking of. Oh shit.
This one?
5.0.
Yeah, that's the one that I just do not like.
Oh yeah, that one, the silver one with those 5-spoke wheels. It's classic, man.
No, it's not.
I don't know. It's not the most aggressive one, like a C7 ZR1 or a C8 or way more aggressive looking. But I don't know. It's just simple, sleek.
It's sleek, but
it doesn't shout like sports car.
No,
I mean, it's other than it's a 2-door big hood.
I don't know. I always thought that body style was just kind of boring.
That's fair.
Right.
That's what I appreciate about it. So I could definitely understand why some people wouldn't like it. I'm not saying I don't agree or understand. I just don't agree. Yeah. You have horrible taste. That's what I'm saying. And it's fine. You're allowed to have that. It's America. You can be an idiot, but I just choose not to be. But, yeah.
No, it's a boring lines. It's just fucking all right. It makes me sad when I look at it.
That's your opinion. That's perfectly fine.
You know what doesn't make me sad though, talking about Fords, is those GTs, dude.
The way they sound makes me sad.
Okay.
That they're not big V8s anymore.
What are they? 3.5 liter
V6. Yeah. I went on this rant a little bit ago. Like, I get it. It's the future. It's more efficient. Like, I get it.
Yes.
But if I'm spending however much a freaking Ford GT costs,
I think they were like 120.
They're way more than that. More than that.
Dude, when they
look it up right now. The sticker on it is way more than that. And again, they were price gouging the shit out of it.
The sticker on that was not more than
I guarantee you it was. Look it up. Anyway, if I'm
when it first came out in like 2007, right? Let's see.
Well, first
2006.
off,
okay, let's find out.
It's based off the GT40, which was out in the 60s, which Ford won Le Mans with.
Right, but I meant the new one. The
new 2020.
No, not the 2020. The one the first generation that came out.
Well, it didn't just come out. That was almost 20 years ago, bro.
That was like 10 years ago. It came out in like 08.
Well, if I had any fucking service in this bullshit state.
Okay, the 2020 is $450. I was way
off.
That was the 2020,
and people were picking them up for like $750,000.
Let's see,
or more than that. Probably more than that.
2008.
You have to look up the MSRP because those ones are
Ford GT
are way more than sticker now, obviously, because they're supercharged V8 6-speed manual, like God intended.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they came out in 06 when they first came back.
All right, so that's 14 years ago. What was the MSRP?
I'm trying to find out right now. 2006. RGT MSRP. They were $149,995. Boom! I was right there.
Let's see what the inflation calculator would be. What would that be today?
Okay, well,
That's
now
whatever.
you're splitting hairs.
That's getting in the weeds. That's fair.
Okay,
That's my bad.
Come on.
Still, actually, yeah, that's still cheaper than I thought they would be. Well, back then, I think R8s were about that price too.
Really?
Yep.
Oh shit!
They were only like 130, 150, I think, when they came out.
Oh shit!
Again, this is all
a lot, though. I mean,
this is based off the memory of a
pothead.
No, well, that too, but back then I wasn't. Back then I was just an idiot. Yeah, that was
back then. Was during
that was
biblical days.
Well, 2008 was Navy days. It was the start of the Navy days, biblical days. I blocked out for different reasons. I don't know. If I had any fucking service here, we could figure it out.
I'll tell you right now. Gosh, man. It makes me sad that your phone doesn't work.
It makes me sad too. Fucking T-Mobile and Sprint merged and somehow my service got worse.
How did R8 come out?
They were cool too though back then. They were
They're still cool.
They're still super cool. But
they came out in 06, same year.
So how much were they?
Okay.
I think they were cheaper, but it was like a 500 and some horsepower supercharged 5.2 liter V8 that was the same one that's in some of the S6s and stuff back then, but the naturally aspirated version. No, that's the V10. Sorry. The V8 was the supercharged one with the gated 6-speed manual. And
fully loaded R8 was $135.
Yeah. So they're pretty, I mean, relatively cheap considering what they are now. I think they're like $180 now starting. But the new ones are so dope. I drove one out at
really?
Not Speed Vegas. What's the one out by the racetrack? Exotic Racing. Yeah, I drove the V10 Plus. It's the craziest thing, man. I know I've never been in anything super fast, but like it revs so high, and the way the trans is so quick that it just feels like an endless gear. Like it just pushes you back in the seat, and it just never stops pushing. And then you're at the end of the straight and you lay into the brakes, and it's just these massive carbon fiber brakes. It's like it'll brake as hard as your asshole will let you brake. Like it's unbelievable. And
depending on how fast you're going,
yeah,
you kind of have to.
It's my only intro into the supercar world, so I'm sure there's people, it's not that good. But
it's not that cool.
I had a fucking blast, man. It was the best. I think I did it for my 30th. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely worth the money. It's super cheap to do it now, but I'm just fucking broke.
When was that?
My 30th?
I feel like I would have been there.
So we were supposed to have a big party, but we were broke back then because Kelsey wasn't working and I was the only one bringing in any money, so we were just fucking struggling. Yeah, it was like a huge deal to save up a couple $100 to go do that. Which I mean, it is what it is. Champagne problems. It's not like we were starving, but yeah, I definitely want to. It's really cheap to do it now because there's nobody doing anything, so it's all like half price. I don't know if they are now. When I first got back, they were like, it was literally like half price.
When you first got back,
yeah,
and that was at the end of March, right?
Yeah. They're starting to open up now, though. Restaurants and stuff are opening up like this week in Vegas.
Huh. Casinos aren't open yet, though, right?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Shit, though. LA County, where we're at now in Lancaster, they said 3 more months. Those fucks.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I don't even know who made that decision.
The governor. I don't know. It's a lot of virtue signaling and silliness like that. But at the same time, like, I get it. They have an impossible task. You got half the people yelling at you to open up the economy because they're starving to death and can't pay bills, and you want to do it for them, but at the same time, if it's worse than people are saying and you do open it up and then a bunch of people die, well, then you got protesters
on you.
like, blood's on your hands. Like, you begged me to open it up. What do you want me to do? Like, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like, you either kill the economy or I don't know. It's obviously far too nuanced for two dickheads like us to tackle, but
no, I think we can get it, dude. I think we can figure out this problem right here, right now.
Right here with
just a couple beers
and some
smoke
weed.
some weed, and we can figure it out right now.
I feel like all the world's problems could be solved with some Miller Lite and high quality recreational marijuana. Yeah. Watching some Roadkill today with Nate in the garage. It's always good times. If you don't have the Motor Trend app and you're a car fan, you're
definitely should get it.
A disservice. Yeah. It's $5 a month, and it's thousands and thousands of hours.
I don't even think it's an extra $5. I think it comes with Prime. Like, you should.
Does it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does.
Wow. Yeah. So check that out. I didn't know that, but it's a lot of fun, man.
It makes me sad, some of the things that they do.
Yeah.
Because I wish I could do it. And
for sure.
I can't.
Yeah. It's definitely makes me realize how much more attainable it is, though. Like, if I just stopped blowing money for a month and saved up a little bit of cash, before when I had a
it's
job.
Not just that. It's also that I don't know as much as them.
Dude, and for real.
That's what makes me sad. I wish
you
I
just got to get out and do it. That's the thing, is they know that much because they've been doing it since they were like 15 years old.
Yeah.
They're just spoiled and soft. Me too. I'm not saying it like I'm Finnegan or anything. Singing. Recording a podcast.
Oh, sorry.
Come out here talking smack.
I can talk smack if I want. It's my house.
It is your house. Made me lose track of my thoughts.
It's that you wish you knew more about cars.
Oh, yeah. You just got to get out there and do it. Like, I've learned quite a bit from watching them on the app and our streaming stuff, but you'll never learn more than when your back's up against the wall.
And you have to.
On the side of the road.
When shit breaks down and then you have to get somewhere. You're stuck on the side of the freeway and you're just like, we're supposed to be 200 miles from here.
Yeah.
And we're not. So let's figure this out.
Yeah. Necessity is what do they say? Necessity is the father of invention.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Fucking America, innovators, you know how we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, LS Fest is the next big car thing. Hopefully they'll start doing cars and coffee again in Vegas. I can walk around and do some
cool
man on the scene stuff. There's actually some pretty interesting people.
If you make your way up north to the Bay Area, I know everything's kind of closed right now, but they're still kind of having lowrider shows out in the Bay Area.
I'll go stay with your sister.
Yeah.
Check out some lowriders.
Yeah, he might be kind of like weird about it. Like, oh, don't bring the COVID because, he's soft.
He's super soft.
But they're still having lowrider shows out there. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I've seen some YouTube videos.
Go get Hyphy in the Bay. Hyphy, not Hypey.
That's 2008, bro. Come on.
I know, man.
I'm
sorry.
Back in the times.
I apologize to E40 right now for being so disrespectful.
I watched a video from I forgot the name of the YouTube channel, but it was like only lowriders or some shit like that. But it was it was right in the middle of San Jose. They did a cruise, had all kinds of old lowriders there. It was fucking dope.
Okay.
So I mean, it's not as open as Vegas, I don't think, but I mean.
Yeah, well, freaking, I think it was Oklahoma I saw. Those assholes are already like full-blown racing again.
Oh, shit.
Which, good for them.
It makes sense. I mean, you're not next to anybody in the car.
Yeah, it's
like when you see people driving down the street with their mask on in
pretty
their own
spread
car,
out. And at the same time, I mean, this is America.
Yeah.
Can't have a police state. I'm very happy people flipped out like they did because I was getting a little worried. People were getting a little complacent.
Oh, they were. It was gonna happen. It took a second.
Got to rise up. Let the government know we're still here. Hell
Yeah, it was gonna happen. It just had to take a second. Like, wait. You're telling me I can't?
It's so silly.
Can't do what I want.
It's like you have to stay home, and in places where weed's legal, you have to get it delivered and you have to get takeout. But like, that's what people just say they want. And now that the government's telling us we have to do it, fuck you. I want to get home. I'm going places. But like before COVID, it was impossible to get me out of the house. I'm like, man, I wish I didn't. Like, I wish I could just have my weed and food delivered. And now they're like, you have to. Then I'm like, fuck you. I'm gonna go get my own shit. So
yeah,
fucking America. What else? What's going on with the Harley?
Nothing much, nothing new really. It's kind of doing its thing.
Taking a back seat to the truck and the trailer.
Well, I'm building the trailer for the Harley, so if I want to go far and I don't want to ride
like
all the way there,
Bike Week in Laughlin,
because I'm kind of soft.
Yeah, you are.
If I don't want to ride all the way across country, I can put it on the trailer and be in an air conditioned.
Is the truck air conditioned though? Not the Ranger. I guess you could pull with something else.
Yeah. So that's, I mean, I don't know what else I really want to do to it though.
The truck?
No, my Harley.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that project's kind of been done.
It's kind of, I got it. I got a cool paint job on it. I got a custom made seat. I got some speakers.
You could go drag bike with it.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Turbo, maybe a bottle.
I don't want to do
long swing arm. Strap a drag radial on it.
I don't want to do that. I'd rather do that with like a Kawasaki.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want to do that on the Harley. Harley is that for me is more like cruising.
Yeah.
Cruising through the mountains and kind of
cruising PCH.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's another thing I was going to do is get my motorcycle license so we can do rides when we go places. But it's kind of hard to get your license when everything's shut down. So that did not happen.
Yeah, there's no DMVs open, huh?
Nope.
So you can't really do that.
Yeah. I just thought about something.
You could still do it. I mean, I bought my bike without a license.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't plan on buying a bike though. I just wanted to get my license. So if we went somewhere, I could like rent one or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I will make it. No matter what I get, I'll kill myself because I like to go fast too much. And
I mean, like, don't plan on it, but
I just know myself. Like, as soon as I get on it and get used to the speed, I'm going to look for more speed. Like, it's just a fact of life. Like, I'll be scared at first because I've never ridden motorcycles like
far.
Yeah, like I'll
up and down the street.
Yeah, I screw around on dirt bikes every once in a while, but I wouldn't say I'm proficient. But yeah, I'm not gonna, because I know myself. I know I like the way they sound. I'd get a crotch rocket because I like to go fast.
Everybody likes to go fast.
Yeah.
I don't know about everybody, actually. Some people are way more soft than I am, actually.
I have my favorite saying ever, and I just read that it was by Hunter S. Thompson, which is pretty badass. It's faster till the fear of speed or the thrill of speed overcomes the fear of death. And like, I could relate to that. I could relate to it real fast.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cliche and kind of douchey, but whatever. Fuck you.
It is very douchey.
Yeah.
But you're kind of douchey.
I am a little bit, Just try to manage it with the weed and, hanging around with non-douchey people.
Yeah, that's the only way to do it.
Yeah. I think that's about it for now. It's getting kind of windy because of Lancaster,
Yeah.
It's that Majave Desert. I'm going to try and come out a little more often, do episodes with Manny. He's going to, like I said, be starting his MMA podcast hopefully in the next couple weeks.
Yeah, I think that'll be cool.
Yeah, for sure. And we'll get it. We can call in and you can record on this Zoom recorder and I can record on my PC and then we can sync the audio. That way we'll both have good quality. It's not like a internet call because that one we started the other day was real bad. It was real bad. What can you? I mean, it's not your fault.
Yeah,
it's just the nature of wireless shit.
Yeah.
I'll try and do an episode with Nate before I leave. We'll throw that up next week. But I just remembered I have a medical marijuana appointment I have to make it back to Vegas for tomorrow.
A medical marijuana?
Yeah, because medical weed is cheaper than recreational weed, and recreational weed in Nevada is fucking brutal.
You have to get your medical card in Nevada to get medical?
Yeah, every state you have to have it. Like, my medical card won't work in a different state, but...
So if you get a medical card out here in California, you wouldn't work to get medical?
No, not in Nevada. Because every state's different. They have all got different requirements and stuff. But yeah, that's it for now. Follow me on Instagram. I am at CarTune_channel. Chris Talks Cars on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, all the big podcast outlets. CarTune on YouTube, not CarTune Channel, just CarTune. He is M Suarez 1989.
Yes, sir.
On Instagram, so hit him up. And
I'll throw some pictures of the trailer that I'm working on and progress, and show you guys what we did and what's still to go on it. And it's almost done, but.
Yeah, you drilled all the holes in the frame the other day for it.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.
Bye.